Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and unbelievable footage is coming in of the hero of Monterey Park who was able to disarm a lunatic from opening fire on his dance studio after previously opening on a dance studio nearby where we lost the lives of 11 people and wounded 9. I want to play this incredible footage because, my goodness, what a hero this man Brandon is. Here is the first clip where the crazy person comes in and is looking for, I guess, people to get. And walking in with an automatic, trying to avoid the word, guys. You know what that is. There was a silencer on it as well. And that's when this employee, Brandon, stepped up, noticed what was going on, and went after him. Now we have the other angle right here after they leave this room is where they come out of the room. And Brandon, our hero, you'll see in a second, coming forward to disarm this man, which is just incredible to see. And right about there is able to pull it away from him, smacks him with it, and then keeps it from him. And look at that. One arm is able to bat him away. He doesn't use it. It's just kind of shocking. Is able to push the guy away, keep the item away from the man, and continue to push him away. The man in the hat grabs a water bottle or something to try to hit him with. But again, not much of a fight here, thankfully. And then, he points at him, get out of here. This man clearly unhinged, then just attempts to do I don't know what that last thing is, but defeated, slowly storms off. As our hero then shouts at him and then pulls out his phone to call the police. Unbelievable. Now, this guy didn't realize what had happened, that a previous studio had already been, hit, and that he was going to be next. He calls the police, and they were able to then ID this man by using the weapon. They used it to locate his name and address of a 72-year-old man. Again, 11 people lost their lives. 9 were wounded at a separate dance studio on Saturday. They then surrounded him. They were able to track him down, as we say here. About 20 minutes afterwards, he went to this second dance studio where authorities say he was wrestled away. We just saw it from Brandon. That was then used to ID the suspect. And then they were able to trace the suspect, and they came up to a white van leaving Alhambra that was his vehicle. They then surrounded it Sunday morning. They spotted it that matched the description. Officers exited the patrol vehicle to contact the occupant. They then heard a shot come out from within the van. They retreated, requested several tactical teams, and armored vehicles blocked the van. As they approached, they found he had unalived himself inside. The motive is still trying to be figured out. He apparently had been a regular. Sorry, I had the wrong thing up, as you can see here. He had apparently been a regular at this studio, at this dance hall, and he had been there. His ex-wife and longtime acquaintance told CNN that, and asked not to be named, but said they met 2 decades ago at a Star Ballroom, a popular community gathering place, where he gave informal lessons. That's where they fell in love. He offered her free lessons. They soon married. He was never violent, but he could be quick to anger. If she missed a step dancing, he would become upset because he felt it made him look bad. Filed for divorce. Anyway, we're learning more, but it was unclear how frequently he visited the dance hall, if at all, in recent years. He was a frequent presence at the studio, asked not to be named, saying that he would make roughly the 5-minute drive from his home almost every night. So someone familiar with the studio shows up. It's just unbelievable. I don't know why this keeps happening, Steph, here in our country. It's scary between the schools and the random things. California, where this happened, at least has stricter laws, but still something needs to be done. I don't know what. But what is your reaction in watching this hero disarm this man like this? Is this something you could do, Steph? You think you'd have enough adrenaline to make this happen?
Hell no. I would be one of those people that would be running the opposite direction. Guys, I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses, and facing up against a madman with a big, massive firearm, trying to wrestle it away from him is certainly one of my weaknesses. I am not ashamed and not too proud to freaking admit that, guys. The term hero is bandied around a lot these days, very freely. However, in this scenario, in this situation, I think it's absolutely well deserved. and extremely appropriate for the term hero to be lauded onto this gentleman. He is an absolute hero. Without any regard for his own safety, he literally is like, dude, I'm getting that firearm away from you and you're not getting it back no matter what you do. You look at the footage and it's amazing how he does it, because the monster, he's got both his arms free. Like, he's proper, like, laying into him, right? And the hero, he's only got the one hand. He's fighting off this monster with the one hand that he could have ended extremely easily if he actually used that firearm, but he didn't. And it's one of these examples where he's a hero in the highest regard, because he was able to diffuse this situation through the path of non-violence. And that is an amazing feat to do. Amazing. And the other thing that I want to note in terms of this video that you guys are seeing right here is, look at how the hero is in terms of his whole body language and the stance. As the monster's trying to claw his way to get his thing back, right? You can see the hero, he's literally got the firearm as far away from the monster as possible. To have that kind of mental capacity to think of doing that in the heat of the moment whilst you're facing this monster that's just like clawing his way back to try and get it.
And not use it.
Right? Is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Just from an outsider's kind of perspective, I would have thought, he's American, he'll just use it on him, self-defense, and that would be it. And you know, that would be, you know, something that, quite frankly, he wouldn't be prosecuted for, or anything like that. He had a legitimate reason, I would have believed, to use that firearm against the monster, but he didn't. And so, yeah, absolute hero of the highest regard, this dude.
Yeah, I don't know. In certain law, it's a stand your ground thing. In Florida, I don't think you can in California, so he's probably also something safe. But imagine that you're come in with the weapons aimed at you, and you flee it. You can't even defend yourself that way. Makes it so much tougher. But he managed to pull it all off, and he is now being lauded the hero as deserved. This is what hero looks like. Brandon did what no one should ever have to do. Stopped from his place of work from decaying other people. Forever grateful for your courage, Brandon. There with Gavin Newsom. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm super happy for Brandon. Celebrate him. This footage is incredible. So glad he did this. It's sad he had to do this, but thankfully he did, and he saved a lot of lives. So thank you, sir, and to all the families who lost loved ones in the first club. I don't even know what to say. I hate sending love and prayers. It just doesn't suffice. It's not okay. I'm not okay with any of this stuff. It's so unbelievable how often this happens, and I don't know what we do. But I'm sending so much support their way as we try to figure it out. I hope at some point someone has the guts high enough up to really help try to make a change here to figure out how we can resolve these issues. But it's complicated, and I get it. But something needs to give, man. This is insane, the amount of the stuff this happens. These. I'm trying to avoid certain words, so it's sorry if I seem a little out of it. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Brandon for saving those lives that you did. Hearts and so much support going out to the families of who lost loved ones in the previous nightclub. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be covering more later today as we are live. Hit that subscribe as well, and we'll see you guys later.